Hi, I'm Ramesh Nava, and I'm an Agile coach. Today, I'm going to show you a framework that you can use to create or improve digital services that will increase your chances of achieving your goals with minimum amount of waste. This framework combines the user centricity, ideation, and prototype testing of design thinking, the minimum waste philosophy of lean, and the iterative incremental value delivery approach that Agile is known for. You start by bringing your idea for creation or improving a digital service to a process called the design sprint. This is a system for developing and validating ideas based on the design thinking philosophy. It was developed by Jake Knapp and team at Google Ventures and has widespread adoption across every industry and size of company. Unlike the original design sprint, which takes 5 days, I use an updated design sprint 2.0 that takes only 2 days from the entire team and another 2 days from a subset of the team to build a prototype and get user feedback. On day one, the team builds empathy by talking to the experts in the domain and then gains clarity on the long-term goal and its challenges. Then it's time to map the entire process end to end and select the area to focus on. The team then gets inspiration by borrowing ideas from other innovations in other fields. Solutions are created in a structured series of exercises called four-step sketching. The process avoids groupthink by using a practice called work alone together. By the end of day one, the team has multiple alternative solutions to consider. Day two is about decisions on what to prototype and is spent reviewing and choosing the preferred solution and storyboarding. Both steps involved structured sequences of exercises to ensure good decisions are made while harnessing everyone's perspectives, using work alone together, and then reviewing and voting. On day three, a subset of the team builds the prototype, and day four is spent showing the prototype to target users and getting detailed feedback in a structured format. The end result is real user feedback to the prototype that the team can learn from and decide what to do next. If the prototype meets with the expected user responses, the team now can move on to the next stage. If the team learns that their assumptions need to be re-evaluated, a second design sprint is conducted to address the user feedback, and users are shown a new version of the prototype. In keeping with lean philosophy, the team avoids wasting resources and time by ensuring that their prototypes receive the expected user feedback before proceeding to build anything. The next step is to spec out the minimum viable product, which is the first version of the service with just enough features to be usable by early users. In order to ascertain which minimum set of features to include in the MVP, we use an exercise from liberating structures called min specs. This involves developing an exhaustive list of must-have, good-to-have, and nice-to-have features possible to achieve the overall service goal. The team then goes through each one to check if they can do without it and still achieve the goal. If it's possible, then that feature is dropped from the list. The shortest possible list of features to achieve the goal becomes the minimum viable product specification. The minimum viable products list of features becomes the product backlog for the team to implement in Agile Scrum sprints. The team will restate the features in user stories, which is a common format used to describe who the user is and what they want to achieve. If the backlog of features can be achieved in one sprint, this becomes the sprint backlog. For more extensive lists, a user story mapping exercise would help the team to develop their successive sprint backlogs. The team then builds out the service in sprints with daily stand-ups and end of sprint reviews and retrospectives to continue on their journey of incremental delivery. The service is launched as soon as the MVP set of features is ready. In keeping with the lean startup methodology, the team defines lead measures and timescales for measuring the performance of their MVP. The team receives feedback and learns from the metrics being measured. This helps the team to add features to the MVP in successive sprints as the product evolves continually to satisfy users and achieve the long-term goal. As the team learns, there may be times when persevering would produce the desired outcomes, and times when a pivot may move them towards the goal. These decisions are an outcome of the learning, and as with all agile ways of working, are evidence-based. And there you have it. This is the innovation framework based on user-centric design thinking, waste minimizing lean, and incremental adaptive delivery of Agile Scrum maximizes the potential of a service's success while minimizing costs and time. Thank you.